guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing fantastic wherever you are in this world, and hope everybody had a joyous Easter weekend. You guys, I'm gonna get straight into this video because I took a break from social media the weekend, and lo and behold, I get up this morning to find out that James Charles actually made holding myself accountable video, which truly blows my mind. But we're going to get into that. So first of all, please don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. Also, my usual disclaimer, please don't take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research, come to your own conclusion. Let's get straight into this, because this is just like unbelievable. So James Charles came out and made a video saying holding himself accountable. I call bullshit. So I've watched this video 3 times because I could not believe my ears. But this is the conclusion that I've come up with. This is my opinions, my thoughts. Don't take it as fact. Go and listen and take what you can take away from this video yourself. In my opinion, James Charles, basically everything he spoke about in this video, he was trying to let you guys know what he felt you wanted to hear. Because if you look at the like to dislike ratio on his video, it's just like, wow. This is a guy that actually came out twice now. This is the second time that he's actually coming out and admitting to an illegal crime, allegedly. So how does a person that has been facing these accusations for so many years now, all of a sudden, within a space of maybe 2 weeks, come to the realization that he's desperate? I call bullshit on that. For the mere fact, James Charles, I don't know, in 2019, Tati Westbrook came out with the Bye Sister video. Then she followed that up with Breaking My Silence. Now, what I took away from Tati, I didn't say she's a bullshitter. It's all about vitamins, blase, blase. I believed her. She was the one that was always with James Charles. She mentored James Charles. She was like his mother figure, okay? And if you pay close attention to Breaking Her Silence video, she stated, she stands by every word she said. And the only thing that she said that she didn't do was call him the P word. Okay, that's it. Let's get back to James Charles. James Charles, all these years, he, in my mind, or in my opinion, he felt like he could pull the wool over people's eyes. When he came out with his first apology video, No More Lies, he said he was going to do better. He promises he's going to do better. He's going to change his ways. Bullshit. In my opinion, all James Charles did was learn the art of deception, of trying to deceive people, of trying to do things undercover. You know what? I always say this, whatever is done in the dark comes to light. So when more accusations did finally come up, what did James Charles do? James Charles blamed the victims. James Charles was always the one to say, oh, they didn't tell me their correct age. It's like, we can't give James Charles a break anymore. You gave him a pass when he was 19 and said, oh, he's just a 19-year-old kid. So how do you give a pass to a 21-year-old adult that knows exactly what he's doing? Because clearly he knows what he's doing. In his video, he even stated that he was acting reckless. He should have checked for ID. That to me is also not even a valid excuse. Because if you know you're in these kind of situations, if they look like a kid, leave them alone, period. Don't even bother asking for an ID. Just let it go. He went back and explained on how people were giving him advice on how to check for ID and what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. No, James. No. That should have not been done from 2019, period. When your first scandal came about, you should have stopped, period. But what did you choose to do? You chose to go undercover. In my opinion, you chose to perfect the art of deception. And also, my thing is that this is the second time James Charles has come and admitted to allegedly committing a crime. But he's still sitting with nothing being done. I know things are not done when we want it to be done. Maybe things are done behind the scenes. But why are we not fighting for these kids? Why are we not holding up to protect these kids? You are an adult. You should know right from wrong. But clearly, in my opinion, James Charles has a preference. James Charles has a pattern. So when you have a preference, and especially when you have a pattern, there's a problem. That's just my opinion. Also, how come, let's take example, HD podcast with Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas. How many times has Ethan been swatted just for bringing to light the wrongdoings that are going on YouTube, for the wrongdoings that these people are doing, okay? Nothing's happening to James Charles. James Charles is still living his best life. Now, all of a sudden, he just thinks all this is, by him taking accountability, all this goes away. Who is there to protect our kids? I'm reaching out to the parents to sit down with our kids and basically, in my opinion, use James Charles as an example to how dangerous the internet can be and how to protect our kids from people that can be so cunning, manipulative. So us as parents, shouldn't we be coming together, sitting down with our kids, going through their social media, and if they are following James Charles, or if they look up to James Charles, take that away. Unsubscribe. You guys, as I say, this is my opinion, and this is so wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. Where are all those people? Gabriel Zamora, Nikita Dragon. What's the other friend's name? Remember all those people that came against Tati? Where are they? You are not friends, because this is the time a friend should intervene and say, look, what you did is wrong. James Charles doesn't need a PR team. James Charles needs his PARENTS. That's what he needs. I don't care if you're 28 years old and you're a billionaire. If there are issues like this, ongoing issues like this, you need help, in my opinion, because this has been an ongoing thing. And what has everybody done? They've blamed the kids. They've come after the kids. Some of these kids have been banned for speaking out on the social media platforms, for telling their story. So I'm asking anybody, if you have a child that's following James Charles, to use this as an example on what is not acceptable, how dangerous the internet can be, or social media can be, in my opinion. Use him and show them that this is the boogeyman. This is who you should be afraid of. This is who you should be staying away from. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, James Charles broke his promise in 2019. He's made another promise now where he's come up with the excuse that he is desperate. That's not desperation. That is manipulative. This whole thing is manipulating. Because a person that has a problem doesn't all of a sudden realize what their problem is and then keeps on doing and has a pattern. James Charles, in my opinion, needs help. All these people need to hold him accountable. All his friends around him, all those ones that take up for him, you'll need to do what's right. If you're felt in a heartbeat, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, David Dobrik, all these people, what you'll need to do is hold everybody to the same standard. If you want to come for the next person that's speaking out about James Charles, you'll need to reevaluate yourselves and really think about the dangers that's going on right here. It's not about him being your favorite. It's not about him being the best. It's not about that. It's about our kids' safety. How safe are they looking up to a person that can be so deceptive, that can be so manipulative, that can smile in your face, that can lie in your face, but behind your back and behind closed doors do something so horrible, in my opinion. James Charles is nothing more than calculated. He's sly, he's manipulative, and like Tati told you from the beginning, but what did you all decide to do? You all decided to villainize her. You all decided to demonize her for James Charles. What is James Charles doing now? James Charles is making you all that stood by him from the get-go look like idiots. Look at it the right way, people. So you guys, that's it from me. Please, you guys, sit down with your kids. If your kids are youngsters, 16 and younger, let them know this is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. If you do wrong, you need to suffer the consequences. You need to be held accountable the proper way. Not just because you've been safeguarded by YouTube or you've been safeguarded by Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. That is bullshit. Absolute bullshit, in my opinion. And also, if you go back and you re-watch these videos, all those jump cuts, look at his hair. All those jump cuts or those cuts, whatever you want to call it, was to perfect his hair. Really, James? And just go back, re-watch the videos if you like. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, his ego is the size of the Empire State Building. And let's not forget, and this is just my opinion, and also, you guys, there's a difference between cocky and confidence. And he's definitely not confident. He is cocky as hell. So you guys, that's it from me. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. You have a good evening. And please don't forget, be kind to one another. And don't forget to wear your mask. So guys, till the next time, have a wonderful one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.